about the Romanian TTC from SOG Surplus. As always, we're going to safety check. No magazine, nothing in the chamber. Good to go. I got this gun about 2 weeks ago. It came with 2 mags and a little leather holster, which I don't have with me at the moment. This particular one was made in 1953, the Romanian copy. It fires a Russian-developed cartridge, the 7.62 by 25 millimeter. Pretty cool cartridge. Mags hold 8. It is a military surplus, double action, single action, or single action only, excuse me. So once you cock it and the slide comes back, cocks it for the next rounds. The fit and finish on this gun, when I got it, is actually excellent for a military surplus. All the bluing, I guess it's bluing is what they did, I'm not sure exactly, but it looks like bluing. All the bluing is very strong, not rubbed off anywhere. There's no dents and scratches. There's a few scrapes, if you can see, right there and on this side where they added the aftermarket. Well, the importers had to add this little dinky safety for them to be able to import it, which I hate, but what can you do? Better than not getting them at all, I guess. I took this to the range a week ago and put about 70 rounds through it. Let me just say, excellent. I enjoyed it. It's an all steel. Only thing plastic on this gun are the grips. The trigger has a good bit of slack, but it has a nice crisp break point. I don't know, it's very nice crisp break. Magazines, well, the magazines are the only downfall of this. 70 rounds through this, not a single fail to fire, not a single fail to eject. Very well made gun. The mags I got with it, though, on the other hand, not so much. If you can see right here, that feed lip was bent. I had to re-bend it and then take some sandpaper and sand it down so it fit back into the magazine well. And this one would only hold 7. They're 8-round mags. This would only hold 7, so I had to pull the base plate off and clean a bunch of crap out of it. And now it works fine. Now it works great. But just a heads up, if you get one of these old surplus mags, they tend to be a little bit beat up. The ammo, the 7.62 by 25 millimeter, is so cheap. This is Czechoslovakian surplus that I paid $11.99 a box for a box of 70 of. Very affordable ammunition, lots of fun. Now, I told you I took it to the range. How did it do? It did great. I mean, just an all-out, outstanding gun. I don't shoot that often. I don't claim to be a marksman at all, but here are some 15-yard targets where I shot some very tight groups. That's the first one. Let's see. Second target. Again, this is at 15 yards. And I, for fun, went ahead and put one out at 25 yards. And my first bunch of shots went high. But yeah, once I kind of got used to it a little bit, nice little grouping there. The gun is loud. This is a very, very, very loud. And half the time, you'll get lots of sparks. Lots and lots of sparks out of the gun. It almost reminds me of a CZ or a Browning high power in design, with the long slide release and the frame that comes out over the barrel. This gun is extremely easy to take down. I'm not going to do it in this video. There's plenty of good videos online how to do it. Takedown's real simple. This little C-clamp pops back, slide release comes off, the whole thing just slides, the barrel, and then the slide slides off, the barrel pops out. Really, really basic. The cool thing about this is the entire hammer assembly comes completely out. Very, very cool gun. For only, I think I paid $250 after I paid shipping and everything for this. Excellent. Really fun gun. Like I said, we safety checked it earlier. There's no one behind the camera, so I'm not pointing this at anything or anybody. Let's see. There's a couple different variants of this. Let me check my notes. Let's see. The original pistol was made in it was developed in the early 30s, 1930s, by the Russians, or the USSR at the time, to replace the Nagant, the M1895 Nagant revolver. Very cool revolver. It was a gas-sealed revolver, a very interesting design, but they decided that was outdated. They needed something new. So Fedor Tokarev, during the Russian government put together a little, who can design the best sidearm, and this is what Fedor Tokarev came up with. The first one was called a Russian TT-33, and then many copies were made. China, Poland, Hungary, Egypt, Yugoslavia, North Korea, and Romania all made their own variants. This is the Romanian TTC, which is what they call it. You can actually get TTCs now that are chambered for 9mm Luger, which is pretty cool. So, and then obviously this was then replaced by the Makarov, which is that 9x18mm, that the Walter PPK, all that stuff, are in the 9x18mm. So, anyways, it's a fun little gun. If you get a chance to get one, I would definitely recommend doing so, because they have gone up in price pretty substantially from quite a few years ago. And yeah, so hope you enjoyed just a little informational video about the Romanian TTC.